And we're back. Okay, so to start my island, one of the things I need to do is I need to pick an area. You can pick anywhere you'd like, anywhere that has water. Um, I'm most familiar with this area and I like it here. So I think that we need an island off of Humboldt County. And as I said, you're welcome to do it anywhere you want. So I'm just scrolling around to find a good spot. This looks like a good spot for an island. Okay, and now what I need to do is I need to create a file. And this is vector data I'm going to be creating, or a polygon, which is a type of vector data for the island itself. And to do that, I need to go into my project folder, do new, and create a new shapefile. Okay, shapefiles are the main format we use for vector data. And ArcGIS is now going to do a create feature class. I need elevator music running in the background. Okay, now because I did the new, it's got the folder path all set up for it, and I just need to put the name there. So I'm going to say the island boundary dot shape, and the dot shape is really important. In fact, you really want to watch where ArcGIS is putting things, and you always want to make sure to put a .shp for shapefile at the end of your file paths. Otherwise, it will create something else that's harder to work with that we'll talk about later. Okay, now the only other thing we really need to set at this point is the coordinate system / spatial reference. You will see Ezra use both of those terms. They mean the same thing effectively. And what we want to do here is we want to do geographic, and we're going to do world, and then I'm going to go down to WGS84. Okay, and this is a datum. We'll talk about those later. Okay, but we're going to do this in geographic, which is rare. Normally we'll do it in a projected system. More on those later. For now, WGS84 is fine. Just don't forget to do it. You've got to have a defined coordinate system for every spatial data set. Okay, now you'll see that it's added an island boundary over here, but we can't see anything yet because we don't have any data in it. So what we want to do is add data. And this is again a little bit complicated, so follow along. Arc hides a lot of things behind these tabs that used to be more visible. So I'm going to go to Edit, okay, and you're going to see Create and Modify. Now as soon as I hit Create, what that does is that opens this Create Features panel, or should, and it'll list the layers that we have loaded. Right now we just have one. And if I click on that layer, it's now going to give me a bunch of tools to be able to do digitizing. And then it's going to give me this panel down here. Okay, so now to go ahead and draw our island, I'm just going to make a nice shaped island. I'm just clicking, click, click, click. And then to end, to get it to stop having this, we double click. And I think we really need a few islands. So I'm going to add another one over here. Again, I'm going to click, 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 double click. And that creates another island. Now, as long as this tool is selected, if I click again, it's going to start creating another island. So the way we stop, okay, is you can double click, but now we've got it created. We can hit delete, and that will delete the entire island if it's selected. As we're clicking, if we click delete, it doesn't do anything. Okay, more on that in a second. So one of the things down here that's very important is this check and the X. Okay, check takes whatever we've done and applies it. Okay, and you want to check that regularly. And there's also a save up here. Now ArcGIS Pro doesn't seem to crash as much as ArcMap, but I'm still paranoid for the amount of work I've lost in ArcMap. So I hit save pretty often, and then it's going to ask to save all edits. Okay, we've only got one layer that we're working on right now, so it's pretty simple, and we're going to do that. Okay, now, one of the problems is, oh look, we might want to zoom in and out while we're digitizing and even pan. If we try to pan, it's going to start digitizing again, which can get a little frustrating. So very important to know that if you hold down the C key, that's what I'm doing now, your crosshairs turns into a hand. And that's how you can pan around. And now we can use the mouse wheel to zoom in and out. And we can use C and get the pan. Don't ask me why it's a C. Okay, but that's how ArcGIS works. All right, so now you may want to change some of the things here. Okay, and to do that, we have to be able to select this island. Okay, so you're gonna hit select this one. Now, there's a bunch of tools here, and I do not use most of them, but if you hover over them, you'll see tooltips pop up. Create a polygon feature, autocomplete, you might use that once in a while. Right angle, never used it. These, never used them. Freehand polygon, used that a couple times. What we're looking for, there's trace, create structures, difference polygon. All right. What we're looking for is one to edit vertices. Oh, that's right. It's not here. So the thing to know is that these are all for creating features. To get to modify features, we've got to go up here and hit modify. So now notice we've got another panel here. And this is going to happen pretty regularly. Notice we've got a whole bunch of them stacking up here. Catalog, label. I don't know why that's even there. Create features and modify features. So a bunch of different tools. I've got this one selected. And what I want to do, there's a whole bunch of tools, but again, I don't use most of them, but I do use vertices. So vertices is what allows you to go in and modify your island. Okay. Now, also notice as we're doing this, it's leaving the original shape behind. Okay. And that's because we can cancel our changes. Okay. But then we can go back, edit the vertices, change them, and if we like the changes, then we need to hit check, and then also we need to hit save to make sure they're saved out to the shapefile. Okay, so with those things, I can pretty much do everything I want. I can go ahead and I can create a new polygon. Okay, I can modify it, and you can not only move vertices around, but you can right click and delete them. Again, it's not completed until I hit check. Okay. I can also add new ones. If I right click, add vertex, it should add a new vertex. Did it add new vertex? Add vertex. Yes, there it is. Okay, now I have two. Well, let's delete one of them. All right, so this allows us to edit our polygons. Again, remember to accept the changes and save. Okay. And I really don't want to have three, so I'm just going to delete that one. There we go. Okay. So let's save. All right. Now, again, I'm going to hold down C so I can pan. And we also need to create some streams. Now, streams and trees. Oh, looks like this is getting a little long, so I'm going to stop here.